against, and they're just not taking them. If they start, taking those open nets, taking those like free chances against G2, I think that's better for G2. A bit more, regional practice. Yeah, they're there. They're in the conversation. I don't understand why people are getting offended by people ranking them number 6. Like, if you're getting offended by that, you should be offended by somebody ranking Gentleman's number 6, because they've actually got more evidence to support them.
Johnny.
Tbates.
Do you think you're winning, son?
What's that? Me as a caster? I always win. I just cast the games. Like, I win every time. It's great. Like, it's honestly the best job. You don't have to play. There's no pressure. You just show up, pick up the microphone, and watch and see what happens. Yeah, I'm winning.
Somebody slide Johnny the meme. Because I changed up the language a little bit, but we all get it. Ben, it's about time I dunk on EU. Give me Johnny's first list. Give me Johnny's first list, please, Ben, because Johnnyboi, I need you to explain this relatively clearly, because it is insulting. So let's see here. G2 Esports, this is after one event. G2 Esports was ranked number 6. Gen G was ranked number 7. That's after G2 swept Gen G. After they swept them, Falcons beat Rule 1. Because listen, you can talk about everybody else on this panel, but you can't talk about me. Because you know I'm watching MENA as well. Falcons beat Rule 1 4-1 in the grand finals after qualifier number 1 over MENA. I watched that series. It's actually kind of close in a way, but Falcons did beat them 4-1. Now, so let's see here. G2 Esports, this is after one event. G2 Esports was ranked number 6. Gen G was ranked number 7. That's after G2 swept Gen G. After they swept them, Falcons beat Rule 1. Because listen, you can talk about everybody else on this panel, but you can't talk about me. Because you know I'm watching MENA as well. Falcons beat Rule 1 4-1 in the grand finals after qualifier number 1 over MENA. I watched that series. It's actually kind of close in a way, but Falcons did beat them 4-1. Now, give me the second ranking for Johnnyboi, please, Ben. Because something's not adding up here. Because somehow, some way, Gen G, that was ranked number 7, got whooped again by the same G2 squad. And then Falcons played Rule 1, and they barely beat them in Game 7, but Falcons didn't move, and G2 didn't move. But Gen G moved down. Where's the sense, Johnny? Make it make sense. Gen 2
I can help you.
has whooped Gen G 2 times in a row. Falcons barely beat Rule 1, yet Falcons are high-ranked tower. I'm not done this yet, because give me the camera. Give me the camera.
I think Gen G, I had to rank them down. But like I said, G2, just because they didn't move doesn't mean that they're not actually changing in my mind. They are solidified now. They were close to, I still think they were close to Gen G after one event. Because I had Gen G ranked ahead of them, swapped the order after one win. And now there's like a gap. So I think G2 is clear, if that makes sense. Like, just because you don't see a team changing rank, it doesn't mean that I've not increased their power level in my head. It's just that there's a gap between rankings that needs to be closed.
And why is the gap between? Interesting. And then also, just riddle me this. Talk about this Falcon squad. You know how much I love the MENA boys. TRK, Clears, last, versus Atomic, Beast Mode, Daniel. Who's the only LAN winner? Since we're talking about LAN results, I heard that about 10 minutes ago. We're talking about LAN results when we're talking to Slater.
What year are you want to talk about? Like, what teams? Like, what teams? Like, are we going all the way back to what is it 2 years ago now when Atomic won a LAN? Like, I rate Atomic's win. I think it's definitely.
Wait, hold on. I'm sorry.
Record.
I'm sorry. Did they make a RCS Worlds Grand Finals? I believe Atomic's one person playing that too. That was great. That's within the last 2 years.
What is more relevant? I feel like this is a very easy thing we can agree on. Do you think Boston and Worlds
Who made top 8? Who made top 8? No. I'll bring up Dusseldorf. Who made top 8? Who made top 8? Yeah, what is more relevant, Johnny? Riddle me this. Who made top 8 in the most recent RCS LAN? Was it
TRK and Atomic? TRK and Atomic, actually.
So now they're even on that end. Now they're even on that end. That's what it is.
Okay, and then who made top 12 and who for one event? Because I had Gen G ranked ahead of them, swapped the order after one win, and now there's like a gap. So I think G2 is clear. This team in the world plays really well, plays like too close to their best. They can give a top 5 team a run for the money versus like
there was only the finals. There was an entire regional that was played. You know, G2 played what 5 series, 6 series?
Who played well against G2 in either of the events so far? I think actually the best team was probably you guys in the first event, but even in the grand final this time, you guys completely tossed game 2. I don't know what happened there. That was an absolute
do you not think that's the product of a G2 team that makes teams wildly uncomfortable?
I don't like you guys had a 3-1 lead against G2 in game 2. And you were driving forward to hit the ball, and then you turned and drove away, and the G2 player hit the ball and went in your net.
If there's one thing I'm not arguing with,
why
it
did
is
you
Rocket
turn? You
League
should just.
gameplay.
Why didn't you just hit the ball, Rattles?
I'm
Why
not
did you
arguing with
fake?
this.
Explain that play.
Okay,
Explain that
so
play to me.
my question
don't
is,
get it.
we're getting on this line of quality, right? Do you think Vitality played similar to how they played when they won the World Championship when they lost to Genomates?
It would have been close. It wouldn't have been close. That's all I gotta say. Also, I just got one more thing for you, Johnny. Johnny, all your data, all your statistics, all your knowing ball better than Riddles and turning your predictions and all that nonsense. It's all out the window this year, JB. You know why?
Oh, this year's different, is it? Is this different?
Oh,
it's not the
different.
same. Okay.
It's very different.
Why is that?
You ever seen three top 5 players in NA all join the same team?
You're in your top 5, yeah, probably. It's most likely happen. I think you guys would probably up it like the NRG roster at or close to top 5 when they were dominating 2 years ago. And FaZe, when they joined you guys, you're calling them a super team. Can't believe the world let this happen. This team's gonna crush everybody. Didn't happen. I don't know. I've got to see it to believe it. It's not happened yet.
We'll see. I enjoyed y'all's conversation. I enjoyed it.
That's valid. Of course, this is Riddles. This is where we let you go before